Welcome to Study Loop.
Hi, in the given problem, these are the coordinate axes. The z-axis, the y-axis, and the x-axis. And there is a box, cube-shaped box, as shown here. This. Whose surfaces are along zx plane, zy plane, and xy plane. As shown here. So, this is the cube. Now, there are few conducting rods which are moving in this cube as shown. This is the rod C, which is moving along the direction shown here with the arrow. Then there is another rod A, this rod A is moving along y-axis. And finally, there is third rod, this B, which is moving along x-axis. Now, as all these three rods are moving in a magnetic field, and the magnetic field is along y-axis, this V bar. So, there may be or may not be the motional EMFs induced across the ends of these rods. So, we study them one by one. So, first of all, for rod A. This rod A is moving with the velocity V along y-axis, and the magnetic field is also along y-axis. So we can say the velocity of this rod A, V, is parallel to the direction of magnetic field. And we know for the motional EMF, whose expression is B multiplied by V multiplied by length of the rod. For this expression, all these three quantities, B and V means the velocity and length of the rod, all these three should be perpendicular to each other. And here we are getting V parallel to B. So no EMF will be induced across this rod. So the EMF induced will be 0 for the rod A. Now, for rod C, the EMF induced is having an expression here as V B L into sine theta. And here the length of each arm, each edge of the box is given as 50 centimeter. So for this rod C, the length is 50 centimeter, but the angle at which it is moving, this is 45 degree below a line along y-axis. So the angle is 45 degree. So when we put these values, the speed is given as 0.350 meter per second. The magnetic field is having a constant value of 0.120 Tesla. The length of the rod is 50 centimeter, or we can say 50 by 100 meter, and sine 45 degree. When we calculate all these values, the answer comes out to be 0.0148 volt. So this is the EMF induced across the rod C. Now finally, for this rod D, its velocity is along x-axis and the magnetic field is again along this y-axis. But this time the length of this rod D will be given by, we will take a component of this length, and this component of the length will be along the edge, and this component here will come out to be, as this angle will be 45 degree, so the component will come out to be L cos 45 degree. So now when we put these values here, but this edge of the cube is itself having a length of 50 centimeter, so the component of the length of the rod D is nothing but equal to 50 centimeter. We need not to take any component. So the EMF for this wire or rod, whatever we can say it, for wire D, this EMF induced will come out to be VP, and this edge of the cube means L. Actually, it is the component of this wire D, the length of the component of the length of wire D, but it is given as 50 centimeter. That's why we will take no component at all. So here it will become the product of 0.350 with the magnetic field, which is 0.120, and with the length, which is 0.5 meter. And this EMF here comes out to be 0.021 volt. So these are the three answers for this given problem. Thank you.